Welcome to the CX Live Dialogues. I'm delighted to have with us today Prateek Jain, the Director of Digital Experience Services at Axelerant. Prateek brings over 15 years of experience in transforming digital landscapes. He specializes in delivering content, commerce, and data-driven solutions, integrating MarTech, personalization, and CDP strategies to elevate customer experiences through innovative digital experience platforms and cutting-edge technologies. Welcome, Prateek. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you for the warm introduction. Pleasure is all mine, and looking forward to our conversation today.
Likewise. Now, Prateek, how can companies integrate diverse data sources and systems to create a unified and seamless digital experience that enhances customer satisfaction and loyalty?
So I guess utilizing data to create these digital experiences is a multi-step strategy. And start with having a data-first mindset. So adopting a data-first mindset is the first step for any organization before integrating any data sources or system. This requires leadership commitment, and more often than not, a top-down approach where leaders must champion the data-first approach and foster a culture that values data as a strategic asset. This would include investing into the necessary technologies, promoting data-driven decisions across the organizations, not in a particular department or a function. And now this mindset would serve as a foundation to provide the seamless experience. Once this mindset exists, right, the next step is to build a unified customer profile. And a lot of organizations have these data silos where their data is sitting in multiple systems. These are disjointed systems, not talking to each other. And to overcome that, solid data infrastructure is required, which allows you to collect, store, process, and analyze the data from these multiple sources. And that's where the customer data platforms like Acquia CDP can centralize and unify this customer data, enabling real-time insights. And they all are connected with the help of APIs. So APIs can be used to kind of pass on the data to this centralized system, which helps you build this 360-degree view of the customer. And now, once you have this profile, I guess the next step is to leverage this unified profile where organization can start analyzing how customers are interacting with various touch points, various channels, identify the gaps and the opportunities in their offerings. Advanced CTVs, again, like Acquia CDP, utilizes machine learning and AI as well to create intelligent segmentation and recommendations as well. So these insights will then allow them to go beyond basic personalization and become or provide more sophisticated strategies like predictive analysis and hyper-personalized recommendation. So therefore, by, I guess, adopting the data-first mindset, having first-party data strategy, and by leveraging CDPs, organizations can break down these data silos, create seamless experiences, and drive meaningful customer engagements that enhances customer satisfaction and loyalty.
Definitely. Now, increasingly, we are seeing businesses harness conversational and generative AI to revolutionize their customer engagement and redefine the customer journey in the coming years. Could you share some light on how businesses can do this more effectively?
I guess that's an interesting one. A lot of customers are actually coming to us asking how they can leverage AI, be it conversational or generative AI. So in the past couple of weeks itself, we have had multiple discussions where customers want to use AI-based segmentation, AI-based content generation, be it email marketing, so on and so forth. But I think largely these AI tools, both conversational and generative AI, have a lot to play in the entire customer journey, starting with providing enhanced customer support. So let's say there's a global e-commerce retailer that decides to transform its customer experience using AI. So even if it's a middle of the night, customer having troubles with their orders, they can interact with the chatbot and get their queries sorted. So you don't have to depend upon the humans and provide them support in not so not in the standard business hour. That's how the chatbots or conversational AI can help enhance the customer support. And these chatbots can also help provide the omnichannel experience. So even if you left off from one interface or one channel, let's say a website, and then switch to a mobile app or a mobile browser, right? It can pick it up from where you left off. So it's like having that seamless conversation with a friend who knows exactly what's going on, and you don't have to redo and repeat the same thing again and again. So that's the power of this AI and this conversational tool. Apart from it, I think it can also help with more proactive customer engagement and streamlined customer journeys. Let's say customer buys a new pair of running shoes every 6 months. AI can actually predict that based on their pattern, and a couple of weeks before that 6-month mark, it can send personalized generated email having the text and content relevant to that particular user, with a friendly reminder and maybe with a discount code as well. So it can kind of provide this entire journey in a proactive fashion without waiting for customer to even realize that they need something. And some of the discussions that we are having with our customer these days, they want these AI tools to be emotionally more intelligent and have those intelligent interactions with their users. And there are tools already out there which does sentiment analysis and things like that. So AI can actually sense the tone of the customer. Let's say if a customer is frustrated about something or upset about a delayed order, AI can apologize, help expedite the offer, and then maybe even offer a discounted code on their next purchase. So it can actually recognize the emotional states, respond with that empathy, just like a human would. And if the situation requires a human touch, AI can actually bring in the real agent to make that customer truly feel value. Also, I think the generative AI is doing a lot already in the marketing and sales, revolutionizing the marketing and sales overall by generating automated campaigns, providing these offers, personalized marketing emails that feels like they were really crafted for the customer, highlighting products they might actually want rather than a generic recommendation. It can also help interact with the new visitors on the website, asking them the relevant question, help them become a qualified lead or a potential lead. So this would mean that sales team can focus more on those leads rather than worrying about the broader set of users who visit their platforms. And all of this, when it's backed by the real-time insights and analytics, can power the hyper-personalization. So the CDPs that we spoke about in the previous question can be brought in as well. Now, thinking about it like bringing like an AI avatar assisting you in your online virtual shopping, and it acts like an assistant, offers you human-like interaction, answering question, making recommendation, as if you were really chatting to a knowledgeable salesperson in a store. So that's the kind of a future, I guess, we are moving forward. Some of it is already exists. People are kind of exploring it, but then that's a future where AI would make every interaction with a brand feel tailored, seamless, and genuinely helpful.
Certainly. Now, in what ways can process automation drive significant improvements in digital experiences? And what are the critical factors to consider when implementing these technologies?
I guess process automations can actually drive significant improvements in digital customer experience when implemented right. It can help streamline operations, reducing human errors, and providing more personalized and efficient interactions. So for example, let's say if an airline can enhance the customer interactions by providing AI-based chatbots to handle flight inquiries, changes, cancellations, customer can interact with the chatbot 24/7, resulting into reduced wait times and improving overall satisfaction. It can also help improve the streamlining operation, or let's say again, an e-commerce store. So an entire order fulfillment process can be automated, right from ordering it, going into the warehouse, updating the inventory, triggering a shipping notification, ensuring faster delivery, and reducing the risk of errors. Tools like Acquia Campaign Factory can help automate the entire marketing automation workflow. So even if, for example, there's a large franchisee having stores across geography, different countries, and different cities, they can help standardize these marketing automation brands, templates, also having things like autoresponders where your workflows, your systems auto-response to the customer's inquiries based on the keywords. There could be drip campaigns, integration with your social media, marketing. All of them can come together using tools like Acquia Campaign Factory and resulting into a more efficient email marketing automation workflows. At Axelerant itself, we actually automate millions of operations every month using tools like Zapier and Make. And it's not about the customer workflow automation, it's also about the employees' experience as well, where our team, for example, have automated entire recruitment end-to-end flow, the onboarding and offboarding experience, things like financial and revenue operations, synchronizing data from various tools so that the internal employees or our team can focus more on our customers and help elevating the customer experience overall. While there are these various use cases, it's important to consider that you remain customer-centric, you remain consistent and reliable with these workflows. These workflows seamlessly integrated with all of your tools, be it CDPs, CRMs, or a customer management system. These tools are also scalable as well, and kind of also have a human touch by leveraging AI so that you can continuously optimize them. It should be noted that it's important to automate the things that are repeatable and time-consuming. It can help with the cost reduction, but also important to note that when not to automate, like tasks that are complex, tasks that requires judgment from or judgment-based processes, low volume or infrequent tasks that organizations have, or even the dynamic or unstable processes, right? So those are the tasks to be avoided, I believe, for the automation workflows. But otherwise, these workflows have a lot to do to kind of improve this digital customer experience going forward.
Now, what are some of the latest advancements in predictive analytics that can be leveraged to create hyper-personalized digital experiences? And how can companies balance personalization with privacy concerns?
Yeah, I guess that's an interesting one, and especially the time that we are living in, where the technology is changing at a very fast pace. New AI models are coming each and every day. So this predictive analysis is kind of growing and getting better day by day as we speak. And previously, the things that were available for larger enterprises or the organizations are now available to even to small businesses and organizations for having things like doing real-time data processing, doing edge computing, having deep learning models, NLPs, cloud AI services, even things like AutoML to create machine learning models. Google and Microsoft have these models available on cloud where a non-tech person can also create these models. So by having this access, this predictive analytics have grown leaps and bounds since what it was previously and how accessible it is right now. And what it has enabled organizations to do is to analyze huge amounts of data in a real time. So, for example, I have a friend who works in a large insurance aggregator, and they run a really big customer support or a call center where they call people to try to sell policies, and also they have a lot of these recordings of customer interactions, a lot of this data, petabytes of data that is available to them. But it was nearly impossible for them to kind of analyze all those calls, all those data previously. And it required a lot of capital and a lot of money as well to do that previously. But now with these models, these tools that are coming out, it's relatively easy to analyze huge amounts of data, and that too in the real time. So you can actually look at customers' browsing history, purchasing behavior, even their interaction, to provide dynamic content personalization as well. So even when you're on the email, even when you're browsing the website, so based on your previous click or interaction, the websites can update automatically, the apps can update automatically. So if you, let's say, look at the new arrival section on the website, every time you go, website can learn that and can actually show that on the homepage of the website by doing this predictive analysis. Now, but then while these are the possibilities, like you mentioned, right, it's important to understand that you don't go kind of provide a personalization that's like an into a face of a customer, right? I mean, and not like a creepy kind of a personalization as well. So company needs to be upfront with the customer, what data they are collecting and how it is being used. So for example, by implementing a clear privacy policy, allowing customer to choose what data they would like to control or what data they would like to share, can really go a long way. Many businesses are also turning to privacy-centric AI models. So they are AI models that we are aware of, like OpenAIs and others that are coming to the market. When customers interact or when organizations share their data, that is actually going to the OpenAI servers. And a lot of customers may have issues with that and even have challenges with the compliance. Organizations may run into those compliance challenges. And that is where tools like custom-built RAG or retrieval augmented generation tools or LLM models can be used, where organizations can self-host their LLM models, train that on their organizational data, build those insightful engines, and use that information to provide that personalized information. So it's really, really important to have those privacy in mind, and specifically making sure that the users consent to the data that they are sharing.
Certainly. Now, finally, how can organizations adjust their digital strategy to accommodate the new growth markets or adapt to changing consumer behavior?
Yeah, I think that's a big one, because I think there's so much that goes around when organizations talk about digital strategy and all, right? But I think the fundamentals stay still true, which is be customer centric, be agile, and collaborate. I think these are the three keywords that organizations can continue to leverage, and these are not the new things. This has existed in the past as well. It's just more important to understand these better, and leverage the technologies that is available to us. Focus on the data and the AI. And depending upon the digital maturity of the organization, you can decide what you want to do to get into the newer growth markets as well. Experiment a lot. Approach it in a crawl, walk, run manner, where you start with something small, experiment it, and then go into the walk stage where you try to get it to a broader use cases or broader audiences, and then before getting into the run phase of your agencies. New markets are opening up for pretty much every organization thanks to this, again, AI. Customers are consuming and interacting with brands differently through new devices, but still expecting that connectedness and the tailored experiences. And that's where the AI can come in. So once you're able to leverage that thing powered by the data, organizations can adjust their digital strategy. One other important aspect is to kind of invest in the right technology, invest in the composable architectures. I think with the fast-paced technologies, a lot of tools, a lot of marketing automation tools, CDPs, CRMs are kind of changing, and more better tools are coming every day. So it's important for the organizations to be able to quickly switch from one tool to another. And that's where composable architectures or composable DXP solutions like Acquia DXP also comes handy, where you can switch out the components easily, remain flexible and agile. And with this composability, it also leads to faster time to market, because you're now able to kind of integrate any other third-party service easily and reuse that without actually having the need of rebuilding it from the scratch. Provide those personalized customer experiences, because all of it is connected, even though it's composable and different services are there. You can use data and the AI to create those AI-powered personalization engines, and do it at the scale and adapt it quickly to provide this consistent omnichannel experience, which is also cost efficient and has reduced the risk, because your stack is composable and not monolithic. You can easily switch out the components, reduce the cost. So this modular approach not only reduces upfront cost, but also minimizes the risk. So if a particular component, let's say, is not performing well or meeting market needs, you can easily swap it out without affecting the entire system. And lastly, invest in the right digital strategies. I think organizations need to really hire well. Because of this technology landscape changing, it's important to hire in a digital strategist or a team of digital strategists who understand their business well, who understands the market and the domain, bring it together with the help of these tools, and leverage data in AI to kind of grow and navigate these growth markets.
Thank you, Prateek. It's been a pleasure to have you join us today, and we look forward to meeting you and the Acquia and the Axelerant team at the Digital Experience Show in Dubai later this month. Until then, take care.
Thank you, Aisha. It was really nice to be talking to you today, and looking forward to meet you at the event as well.
Likewise. Bye for now.
Thank you.